downtown at Comma Coffee. I'm Kurt Caraway. This morning we're talking with Kim Maehl from the Brewery Arts Center, talking to us about some classes going on there. Right now we're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsor.
Never before have two words said so much. I am is what motivates us every day.
I am grateful.
I am is what drives us to treat each patient like family.
I am blessed.
And I am is what you can depend on when you need it most.
I am a survivor.
I heal.
I care.
I am Carson Tahoe.
We're back talking with Kim Maehl. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
All right. Well, you came on to talk to us about some of the classes going on at Brewery Arts Center, because you guys have a lot of great classes for all kinds of different arts and things. So what's going on? New year, new classes.
It is a new year and a lot of new classes, and I'm so excited and really thankful to be here because I believe in the Brewery Arts Center so much, and all of the classes that we offer and the things that we provide to the community. It's just really a delight to be here. So thank you.
All right. So if people are wanting to get involved in some arts classes, what's coming up?
Well, right now, this is a great time to be taking classes at the Brewery Arts Center because we're just getting ready to start a whole round of classes again. We've got classes for both adults and children, and they range from things like pottery to television production. So I'm really excited about this time of year especially, and when it's a little bit cold outside, this is a great time to be doing something inside. The classes that we've got starting right away, in fact we've got one starting for teens on January 5th, is 3D animation, and that class, although it starts on January 5th, you can also sign up to next week and we'll definitely get your money's worth. It's a really awesome hands-on class and you get a lot of information.
Wow, 3D animation, that sounds like pretty involved. It's like, we could do that for this show. That'd be neat.
It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. The next class that's starting the soonest is on January 7th, and that's also a teen class, and it's filmmaking. So these are really exciting opportunities for kids. And what's really nice about all of the classes at the Brewery Arts Center is that they're so inexpensive. They're really accessible and friendly to the public, and again, very inexpensive. Some of the classes that I'm personally excited about, because I teach them, are the adult and the children pottery classes and also the jewelry making classes. We've got a whole round of those classes starting next week, in addition to painting, drawing, pastels, ragtime guitar. We've got that class coming up in February, and I think that's just really cool. That'll be super fun. We also have dance classes. We do both adult and children dance classes, and we've got even a West Coast swing class coming up and a nightclub two-step coming up. So those should
I've never heard of that, the nightclub two-step.
Well, I think they used to call it disco or the hustle or something. But anyway, I think those are going to be really fun. Yeah. Other classes, most of those are for adult classes. We've got voice classes. We've got building a website.
There we are.
We've got TV production classes, and also the ongoing, we've got a number of ongoing art classes that are just phenomenal and have a wonderful following. In addition to those, we've got kids classes that are both pottery. I teach the kids pottery class, as I've said. We've got art classes for the kids. We've got dance, filmmaking, and as I've already talked about, 3D animation, and I think this would be a really great class, is making your own music video.
Whoa.
So you can see we just offer all kinds of classes, and again, they're just getting started, so it's a great time to be participating at the Brewery Arts Center.
Yeah, so I can imagine the kids get nice and dirty in that pottery thing, right?
So do I.
Yeah,
That's why I like
they get
it.
to play with a little bit of mud. Well, that's good. What ages is that pottery class? What ages kids do you look at?
It's ages 8 to 18.
Okay.
So it's a wide variety. Usually they're somewhere in the middle, majority of course.
Well, we're going to take a short break right now and come back after a word from our sponsor.
Great.
Care. It's a word we hear every day. But what does it really mean?
It means loving what you do.
Care is respect, dignity, kindness, and joy.
It means being passionate about what you do.
Care is what we do every day.
It means everything to my patients. I am healthcare that does care.
I am Carson Tahoe.
And we're back talking with Kim Maehl about the Brewery Arts Center classes. Now you teach pottery classes,
Yes.
which I think is really neat. You know, making those pots, you know, taking just clay and just making that. So tell me a little bit how that works. What would somebody expect from a class starting off with you?
Okay, great. Well, as I've said, I teach both the adult and the kids pottery classes, so they're a little bit different. But if you take a beginning pottery class, it'll either run for 8 to 10 weeks because pottery is a process, that builds on step by step and builds on itself. And what would happen in a normal class is you'd come in the first day and I'd introduce you to the pottery studio, so let you know about things because many people haven't been in a studio, don't know how it works. And then you'd actually start building, you'd start creating. And in my classes I do a combination of wheel throwing and hand building, so that you get to know a little bit, familiar with the different parts of pottery. Then you'd also learn some like glazing, you'd learn, the different phases, and just basically how to open up to your own creativity.
How to start with a pile of mud and come up with something good.
Exactly,
Huh?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, for example, on the jewelry classes, all of the classes are structured a little bit differently depending on the type of the class and then the way that the teacher wants to teach it. But my jewelry classes I teach, and they're only a one-night class. There are 3 classes. But they're each just one night. So whereas the pottery classes are an ongoing thing, the jewelry classes are a one-time.
So people have a problem with commitment. You can have one night and
they're out. Right. You know, and like with the pottery classes or any of the other classes, it's really our goal at the Brewery Arts Center that people get, you know, a lot out of what they're a lot out of the class. So you will definitely, like if the class is 10 weeks, you know, you'll definitely get 10 weeks and then some of instructions. So, So, and then some of these other classes, I mean, some of them are pretty, you know, TV production, video production, of course, we know a little bit about that right here. But, I mean, that's a great growing field that people want to get into, and, you know, teenagers especially who are looking for a field to get into. It's fabulous, and what a wonderful way to be introduced to something like that. You know, in our community, we don't have a lot of programs like this, and so to be able to do this, and again do it in such a friendly and cost-effective way, it's just it's amazing.
So I mean, if you're not getting that in schools, you can come here and advance beyond what you've learned already. Or
that's right, and I'm finding that in particular with my kids' pottery classes, they're not getting these classes in schools anymore, so it's really a great opportunity for them to come and be able to be creative and learn how to do that.
And have some fun too, because I mean, obviously the two-step disco thing sounds like
you're right.
Different. Now for kids programs, are most of them all like ages 8 to 18, or is it?
No, it just varies, and what you'd have to do is go on to our website at www.breweryarts.org and check it out, because each of the classes are a little bit different.
Okay. Now, how else can they contact and get more information about the class?
They can call the Brewery Arts Center at 883-1976, and you can also drop in. I mean, it's a great way to kind of see where you'll be taking your classes.
Kind of to poke your head in and see how things are going? That's
right. And on Tuesdays, we have open studio at the Pottery Studio, so if you want to just come in and see things, you'd have to sign up to take the class, but if you want to just come and see what it's like to be in a pottery studio, it's a great day on Tuesdays.
Okay, well, thanks for coming on and telling us about it, and thank you for tuning in to Our Town at Comic Coffee. We will catch you next time.
Never before have 2 words said so much. I am is what motivates us every day.
I am grateful.
I am is what drives us to treat each patient like family.
I am blessed.
And I am is what you...